Now, over the years, I have made my fair share of body creams and lotions, and let's just say it didn't always come out right. Sometimes I would make it and it would come out like this. Sometimes I made it and it would come out looking like that. And it just was not always the best formulas. And I don't want you to go through these same mistakes that I made. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you 2 of the biggest mistakes that you can make when making body creams and lotions and how to create the perfect formula every single time. Let's get right into this video. Now make sure you stick around to the end because I do have a business tip that will really help you understand why creams and lotions are such a great product to have for your overall business and profitability. What's up, my beautiful entrepreneurs? Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I made was having overcomplicated formulas. Now, I know you may think that that does not sound like too big of a deal, or how can you really overcomplicate the formula? But this can happen in so many different ways. I found that when I was making my formulas that I wanted to have so many different oils, I was trying to mix different emulsifying waxes or using the same type of emulsifying waxes, not realizing that the formula was just too complicated, and the reason why it wasn't coming out right was because there was so much going on with the formula, and then I also didn't have the right scale to use in order to get the right measurements. So everything was kind of off skew, and when you're getting ready to actually make the formula and you're getting ready to mix it, you may have too many oils or there's not enough water in the formula in order for everything to mix properly. One of the biggest things that I realized when I was making my formula when it was overly complicated was that I wouldn't add enough emulsifying wax. So I would really want it to have a lot of oils, a lot of butters, and I wouldn't add as much. I wouldn't add the needed amount of emulsifying wax. So typically with your body creams and lotions, a good rule of thumb is to have about 5 to 6% of emulsifying wax in your formula. That will allow for the formula to properly emulsify. So it's always a really good number that I've always seen. Sometimes I've even seen as low as 2%, but 5% of emulsifying wax, and then I add in 5% of stearic acid, for example, that's gonna overly thicken my formula, giving my skin dragging feel because the mixture of the emulsifying wax and the stearic acid is going to be too thick of a emulsion. So you want to make sure that you're not overcomplicating your formula with too many stabilizers, thickeners, emulsifiers, and too much oil. And that brings me into the biggest mistake that I would make, and that was the incorrect ingredient ratios. Ingredient ratios are really, really important in order to create the perfect emulsion, because without the right ratios, your oils and water won't mix properly. You'll get a more goopy consistency. Sometimes that can also lead to having a lot looser of a formula than the thickness that you would look for in a cream, because I've had that happen a lot as well, where I wouldn't have enough emulsifying wax in order to really have the thickness, so it would emulsify, but the thickness wouldn't be there. And so I didn't have the knowledge at the time to understand that you need a stabilizer or a thickener in order to bring more thickness into it. But then you also need to add in more emulsifying wax in order to gain the thickness qualities of the emulsifying wax and the emulsification as well. So I'm going to share with you a few of the key incorrect ratios and how to fix that in order to have the proper emulsifications. Now, when it comes to your overcomplicated formulas, you really want to make sure that you are really honestly keeping it simple and don't overcomplicate things. Now, when it comes to some of the formulas that I have, I do try and keep it as simple and beginner friendly as possible so that you don't have too many ingredients that you're working with to make everything really overcomplicated. So when it comes to your formulas, you really want to stick to having maybe 1 or 3 oils and butters in your formula. And then you also want to have one key emulsifying wax that is going to emulsify but also thicken, because you don't want to use, say, an emulsifier like Lotion Pro. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Lotion Pro, but when I first started out making lotions, I was using Lotion Pro to start off And with that, it really honestly emulsifies, but it doesn't thicken the product really at all. So you're going to need something like cetyl alcohol or like a stearic acid, as a few examples for the thickener and stabilizer in order to get a thicker cream that you're looking for. Because a lot of times with the Lotion Pro, I noticed that just using that, I got more of like a lotion milk kind of consistency. Like it was a really kind of watered down, and maybe my water ratio was too high, but I think that when it comes to just Lotion Pro, it doesn't add any thickness or a lot of stabilizing that you would need. So keeping everything really simple, finding an emulsifying wax that will thicken and emulsify is the biggest tip that I can give when it comes to not overcomplicating your formula. Now, one of the biggest ratios that are really important in your emulsion is going to be your water to oil ratio. By adding in too much oil, I found that you end up getting a really greasy overall product. Now, you may think that we're able to add the right emulsions, like that, and it emulsify properly, that you have an okay product, but having too much oils, so say for example, you are using a combination of 70% of oils and butters in your formula, and then you only add in 30% of water. This is going to create an extremely oily product. It's going to be very greasy. You're going to be able to feel that difference, and then you're going to also see that formula begins to separate as well, and that's not really what you're looking for. If you're looking to have a really thick formula when it comes to a cream and you want like more of like a body butter feel to it, then yes, you can have more oils and butters, but you want to make sure that your water content is still at like a 50 to 60 to 70% ratio when it comes to the water. And then you can add upwards to around 10 to like 15% of oils and butters. Now, if you are interested in a really thick body butter like cream, then I'll have that video linked down below so you can check that out, because that's a really great formula to have more of a thick, no melt body butter that will truly be like the thickness that you would be looking for. And when it comes to, again, not overcomplicating, using a formula like that to start off with, that's really simple, is really great. And then you can start adding on as you start to get more comfortable with the cream and lotion process. Now, when it comes to your emulsifiers, the ratio for this is also really important. Now, when it comes to emulsifying waxes inside of creams and lotions, it's usually recommended to have upwards to like 5, I've even seen 6% when it comes to your creams. Now, that's a really good ratio, but if you are using like as low as 2% of the of emulsifying wax, then that's not going to be enough for your formula to properly emulsify. So there's always a recommended usage rate for every ingredient that we use, and it's always good to be like within the middle of that usage rate so that you can get the most out of it. But always be sure to look at the recommended usage rate for a cream or a lotion, because a lot of times you can use, for example, stearic acid in a body butter upwards to 10%. And when it comes to your creams and lotions, that might be too much and it'll make the product too thick. So you want to make sure that your ratios aren't too high when it comes to any thickeners or emulsifiers. Now for a business tip. When it comes to your body creams and lotions, those are likely to be your highest margin products. Now, let's really think about it. Body creams and lotions have the biggest benefit to your business. When it comes to your creams and lotions, they're not going to melt, right? So you can sell them through the summertime, you can sell them in the wintertime, doesn't matter. It has a higher margin because you are using less of your ingredients in order to make a product, and you can sell it for pretty much the same amount, even a little bit cheaper, and still make a high margin. When it comes to your body butters, I've noticed that it can cost as high as $8 for one 8-ounce jar. And I can sell the same 8-ounce jar of body cream and make that for as low as $2. Now, if that's not a big deal to you, then I don't know what will be, because when it comes to being able to save money and still using the same products to kind of get the same benefits and even better, because when you really think about it, body creams have the ability to really go skin deep. They have high water content, which is really great for your skin and your hair to really get the proper moisture that you need for your skin and your hair. So body creams are extremely beneficial. You can add a lot more additives as far as any extracts to really get the proper usage out of those ingredients. So when it comes to creams and lotions, this can be a really great ingredient that can make you a lot more money, because again, you're using a lot less product, and you can sell it for a higher margin. So definitely consider using a lot more body creams within your business line, because this can really help you make more money, especially for a more all year round basis. Now, making body creams and lotions does not have to be hard or complicated. If you wanted to learn a little bit more about how to make body cream step by step, then watch this video here where I go with you in full detail on how to make your body cream step by step, and I'll catch you in the next one.